All right, let's boot up. Gotta make some regular old videos. Regular old videos. Have a game here from Codex versus Torsen. Skaven versus Empire. And the dreaded Elspeth von Draken leading them. Let's do it. We have the Teeth Breakers for the Skaven, 4 Poison Globes, a front line of 5 Plague Monks, Ikit Claw on his Doom Flayer. With Howling Warp Gale and Flensing Ruin, we have some flanking doggos, some regular doggos, and 4 Rat Ogres. So pretty straightforward build. On the other side for the Empire, we have Knights, Knights of the Black Rose. Looks like a good mix of both. Zintler's Reichsguard, and then we have some Archers, basic Archers, Spearman Frontline, Hellstorm Rocket Battery, ROR, the Sunmaker, and Elspeth von Draken with Spirit Leech and Doom and Darkness. She starts out by Spirit Leeching Ikit Claw. She also has her Death's Timekeeper for another free Spirit Leech, but it also heals her a little bit. So the Skaven are trying to rush here. The Plague Monks will cut through any Empire frontline besides Greatswords with relative ease, and Greatswords would be an insane thing to take against Skaven, so it's pretty smart. The only thing that is concerning is they are weak to Huntsman, and of course the Sunmaker. Type attacks plus Empire Knight charges will do a lot of damage to them, but as far as killing the infantry frontline and getting onto the enemy backline, you'll be just fine. Ikit does unfortunately overcast while throwing out his overcasted Flensing Ruin, so he takes some extra damage, which is pretty bad considering he's against the Spirit Leech slash Death's Timekeeper character, so he's already going to be getting sniped out. Losing extra HP to your spells is just a little misfortunate, but I mean, they're risks you got to take. So Flensing Ruin onto Horse Elspeth is going to do a good amount of damage. She does still have 6% spell resist from her Pale Scythe so far, but still, good damage. She's not our dragon. Wolfrat's trying to sneak in. The Sunmaker only has 4 volleys left. I wonder if the dogs are going to go after the Archers or the Sunmaker. They are trying to sneak around this Empire Knight, but the Empire Knight sees them last second. Meanwhile, Globes are absolutely murdering Zintler's Reichsguard. Another Knights of the Black Rose are also now in trouble from those Skaven Poison Globes. Plague Monks getting pushed away by the Cavalry, but wherever Cavalry didn't countercharge them, they're actually doing quite well. Meanwhile, we still have the Teeth Breakers and an extra Rat Ogre. The Teeth Breakers might be biding their time until the Sunmaker's out of ammunition. The extra Rat Ogre is probably just a mistake, especially since it's sitting directly on top of them, so if it got shot at by something, it would accidentally hit the Teeth Breakers anyway. So Globes are peeling themselves quite nicely as they get rid of Knights of the Black Rose and a Zintler's Reichsguard, so very good Globe damage so far, leaving us just with 2 Empire Knights unaccounted for and 1 Knight of the Black Rose, so 2 of the 3 elite Knights are already taken out. Elspeth gets onto Ikit, throws down a Spirit Leech on him. She does still have 1 use for Death's Timekeeper, so yeah, a lot of single target damage going on to poor Ikit, who's now trying to duck and weave his way past her, but the horse is significantly faster than his little Doom Flayer is. He's taking a lot of damage. He's thinking about routing. Rat Ogres try and peel for him, and they will succeed, but not quickly enough as he routes, and Doom and Darkness is going to make sure he keeps routing for a little bit. Eventually, Plague Monks pushed through the front line and got to the Sunmaker, though it did have only 3 shots left. It got most of its value out, and the Plague Monks are now trying to kill the Archers. Since the Spearmen are dead, the Empire Knights have to act as that new front line. And while on the charge, they do a lot of damage to Plague Monks. In a long, drawn-out fight, Plague Monks will probably win. Probably. So, nope, not another Spirit Leech. It's just Doom and Darkness. There's another Spirit Leech onto Ikit Claw, pushing him away, and it will do more damage because of her Pale Scythe. Now the extra Rat Ogres and the Teeth Breakers are being redeployed, whether they were forgotten or just tactical reserves. Now that the Sunmaker is dead, I'll leave it up to you. Plague Monks, 1 is holding the Empire Knights in place, the other one is trying to catch those sneaky Archers. The Archers, they're just basic Archers, they're not Huntsmen or anything, so not huge threats, but important for the Skaven to take out all the same. We still have a couple Globes here and there that are doing okay, but most of them are very, very damaged. We have some Wolf Rats left to chase off Imperials that get routed by the Globes if they so choose. For the Empire, we still have a full health Empire Knight, a half health Knight of the Black Rose, and a pretty significantly wounded extra Empire Knight that's been fighting a Rat Ogre in the trees for most of this game. But it looks like that fight is finally coming to an end as Elspeth and the Knights of the Black Rose offer a little bit of support. Skaven are ahead on the balance of power. Looking pretty good for them overall, but is Ikit dead? Ikit's not dead. He has 57 HP, and he's going to roll his way right off the map. Uh-oh. Skaven always hate when their lord dies. Expect to see a few more white flags popping up here and there. We have some globes that aren't rallying yet, but ooh, we have 2 full health rat ogres and a full health teethbreaker this late into the game. And for the Empire, a lot of their stuff is actually weak to rat ogres and the teethbreakers. Their cavalry and Elspeth are not huge fans. There's 1 archer, but not a ton to counter these things, so we'll see what they end up doing. Dogs still a little confused what they want to be doing at any point in time, but they are trying to get in there. Rat ogres pushing forward, but no one's defending the teethbreakers, which I'm getting a little concerned about. They were hiding, they had smoke bombs. But those smoke bombs have worn off now, so they're very visible. Elspeth is running away. We do have some Empire Knights flanking back here. I don't know. The Rat Ogres are getting a little too aggressive for my taste. Knights of Black Rose and the Empire Knights can outrun them if they put their mind to it, and I guess maybe then that means the archers are dead, but who cares? As the Teethbreakers see the Empire Knights potentially behind them, they identify the threat and they're going to go turn and shoot at it. Dogs and Rat Ogres really trying to surround this area and catch these Empire Knights, Knights of Black Rose. I guess it's going okay. The poison dogs did slow them down for just a little bit, but now that they're routing, that poison's going to wear off. Teethbreakers firing into the trees, keeping those Empire Knights again at bay, just trying to buy space for the dogs and Rat Ogres and Plague Monks to fight over here. But I'm worried this Empire position is just going to collapse inwards and, like, where's my little drawing tool? I'm worried they're just going to come this way and, like, hit the Teethbreakers. Ooh, that's a Doom and Darkness Overcast. The Overcast damage is really big onto Elspeth, though, so that is a bit problematic, but we could get a mass rout of the Skaven. With their Lord is Dead debuff, even a 2/3 health Rat Ogre is fleeing under the Doom and Darkness because it's Spell Mastery Doom and Darkness, so it's 21 leadership instead of 16, and it looks like all the Skaven front line is about to leave. Teethbreakers are back in the fight. They're shooting at archers, basic archers. Ooh, they need to be shooting at anything else. Either of the cavalry is a great target. Elspeth is a great target. They do decent damage. Those are 350 gold archers, and now the Empires from the Empire Knights from the trees that you've been worried about all game long did finally show up. They're trying to disrupt the Teethbreakers. Decent charge, but that unit is so wounded, doesn't have the really big oomph damage you expect out of a cavalry charge on the Teethbreakers, but it is still going to disrupt them for quite a while. Doom and Darkness has worn off, so these Plague Monks and Rat Ogres are chilling. They're just fine. The other Rat Ogres that routed, Elspeth is chasing them. She really doesn't want to let them come back. She's chasing off that very healthy Rat Ogre. Teethbreakers throw guard mode on. They are firing into Empire Knights as Knights of Black Rose are going to move up on them. Knights of Black Rose have way better leadership than basic Empire Knights, though, and the Teethbreakers are now trying to switch on to them. They are suppressed, getting slowed on their way in. Only 47 speed, and the Rat Ogres are easily able to keep up with them and run them down. These Empire Knights are about to rout. Knights of Black Rose, very good leadership for a cavalry unit, so they might be just fine, but getting rear attacked by Rat Ogres is never a particularly fun prospect for any type of heavy cavalry. They're going to succeed in getting rid of the Teethbreakers, however. Some archers have come back as well, firing at the Plague Monks. Skaven are now down on the balance of power, and Elspeth seems to be succeeding in chasing off that rather healthy Rat Ogre. Knights of the Black Rose and the Empire Knights holding for a catastrophically long time if you're a Skaven, and as one Empire Knight routs, another Empire Knight comes back in to rear charge the Ogres, who turn and face the new threat immediately, but that leaves the Knights of the Black Rose to chase down the Teethbreakers further. Elspeth is spirit leeching some Rat Ogres, trying to get any extra damage out so she can abandon that chase and come back to her army, though they may not need her. Balance of power is really far against the against the Skaven at this point, sorry, as Plague Monks are going to get in range of archers. Charging should give them enough of a leadership bonus to get in here, and then winning in melee combat should take them the rest of the way, so those archers are pretty much doomed. Teethbreakers are back, however. Elspeth has finished her chase. She is coming back to the fight now at half HP, but do you have any healing left? Do you have a Death's Timekeeper? No, no more healing for her. Empire Knights in the woods, routing for now, and the Skaven are really hoping that they just go off the map and simplify the battlefield so that they can focus on shooting the Knights of the Black Rose or Elspeth on their way in. 4 leadership, bumps up to 12 briefly. Plague Monks and Rat Ogres chasing the Knights of the Black Rose, now deciding that's maybe not a good idea and they're going to fall back. Other Plague Monk busy dealing with the archers. It does look like the battlefield is simplifying. Those Empire Knights are going all the way off. Teethbreakers getting in range of Elspeth, down to 7 models out of 32. Still getting a couple hundred damage off with their volley, but a Spirit Leech is probably going to break their will. Yeah, they're just dead. Yeah, they're actually dead. So there go the Teethbreakers. Knights of Black Rose supporting Elspeth. Plague Monks are chasing a Shattered Archer so they can come back soon. Elspeth is going to re-rally with a Spearman, it seems. Ooh, and the Skaven have the capture point. I haven't talked about it all game, but yeah, if the Skaven just hold on for 100 more seconds, they will win. Plague Monks are still chasing. Rat Ogres are falling back. There we go. Now the Plague Monks are falling back too. Interesting that they were doing that. Okay. Elspeth and the lad's gonna go see if they can capture the point in time. Maybe with 3 units they can, though all 3 of these units are very injured, so I don't know. Capture weight 1.7, 3.0, 1.4. So Skaven are trying to regroup. They're just hoping the Empire can't take the point in time. Now it looks like Rat Ogres are going to come in and throw their bodies at it. Maybe try and rout the Knights of the Black Rose, but also just add their own capture weight to it to stop it from going down, as they only need to hold for 45 more seconds. And that capture's going pretty slow. Rat Ogres fall back. Then they decide to go forward. He's deciding whether or not he needs to throw himself at this because he's worried. Understandably so. The Plague Monks are just going to stay in the wings for balance of power reasons. Elspeth is going to throw a Spirit Leech down on the oncoming Rat Ogres. Again, that Spirit Leech is almost doubled in damage because of Spell Mastery. Rat Ogres are just trying to get there, just trying to hold their leadership together. In comes a Doom and Darkness, however, and that should rout them on the charge. It does. Oh no. And with 8 seconds left until a Skaven win, army losses hits, and I honestly think if the Rat Ogres had done nothing, the Skaven would have won. That's an impossible call. That's an impossible call to make, right? Like, not, it's obvious, dude, just don't do anything. Like, it was looking really close. But I honestly think the Spearmen just got there, and there was only 9 seconds left. I don't know if the Empire could have captured that in time. It's tough. It's a very tough situation to be in, but hindsight, I'm like, yeah, just maybe leave the Rat Ogres out and see what happens. Damn. Globes and Rattling Guns did fine. Rat Ogres overall did fine. Dogs did okay. For Torreson, Elspeth did really good work. Archers did pretty well considering their cheap price point. Empire Knights and Knights of Black Rose did a lot. Zindler's Reichsguard apparently got murked before even entering the front line. And Hellstorm Rocket Battery, it did some shock damage to the Skaven, but it's not going to get a lot of value in this matchup. It's just like, its value is lowering their HP to make their leadership low enough to rout them, not like actually doing that much damage to expensive targets. GG's. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.